Well, hello everybody. This is Leah, and I'm sitting here in my mom's car in a park because I needed to get away and have a quiet place to process and to share. My house is a little chaotic right now. There's everyone home, and I just really needed to talk. So I'm here to share with you a story and hopefully some insights, and I'll try to be as brief as I can. So last night I spent the night at the hospital. My dad was having some health challenges, and they did end up admitting him around midnight, and I finally got home around 1 o'clock in the morning. And he'll probably be okay. They'll get him through this one. He's not in the greatest of health, but we keep plugging along. I'm not here to talk about that because I love my dad, and that's part of the story. I'm here to talk about the pain and the hurt that I saw in the emergency room. It was like I was a fly on the wall watching the world, and it gave me such a moment of pause in this chaotic world that we're living in right now, with everything that's going on, all the fear, all the anger, all the angst. There are people who are truly hurting, and there are heroes in the midst of all of this. And I sat in the emergency room, and they were very kind to let me sit inside. They didn't have to, but I have asthma, and it's heat index days. So it was really hard to sit outside the hospital in the outside area waiting to find out what was going to happen. They let my mom back with my dad, but they only allow one person in. So I'm sitting in the waiting room of the emergency room, and I'm watching families come in, little kids that are hurt. I saw people in handcuffs. I saw police running to take care of things. People were getting very upset because they couldn't be with their loved ones. So there was a lot of tension and anger, and it was chaos at moments. And honestly, there were moments where I was fearful. I didn't know what was going to happen. And then this woman came in, and she was clearly upset. She had a mask on, and you could tell she was crying, and she was upset. And I said, "Are you okay?" And I asked if I could pray with her. Her husband was brought in by ambulance, and she kept saying, "It's not good. I know it's not going to be good." And the lady who works at the emergency room came out to ask who she was waiting for. She said, "I'll be right back and let you know." And she already knew what the answer was going to be. But she was holding on to hope. And then the woman came back out. And I could tell by the way she looked that it was not going to be good news. And she came up to the lady and she said, "Do you have anybody with you here?" And she started crying because she knew that meant that it was too late. And I'm sitting there watching this all unfold. It was like so slow motion, and it was so hard to watch. But the compassion that this hospital worker did, and how she handled her and her whole family. And I was there till 1 a.m, so I got to watch it all unfold throughout the evening as the family all came to be with her and to say goodbye. And this lady at the hospital was so amazing. She just kept checking in on them and taking care of them. And she had chaos going on around her. She could have easily been grumpy. She could have been frustrated. People were mean and rude to her because they were angry and frustrated. And the police that were there running around trying to make sure no one got hurt and that they could keep everybody calm. They were very, very excellent at how they handled things. And it just made me stop and think. So I'm not here to try to pull on you. I just want you to stop and think. Try to show more kindness when you can. Be more compassionate. And show love even when you're feeling angry and frustrated. I took time to pray for that woman in that moment. But it felt so empty because Obviously, her husband passed away anyway, but maybe there was some comfort in that moment that I took time to pray with her. And I do know that everybody else took really good care of her. And I guess my point is, we don't know what people are going through. We don't know why people are agitated and angry and why the chaos is happening in this world. But what I do know is that we don't have to add to the drama. We could be a part of the solution. So take time, please, and just show love to somebody who needs it. We don't know what their story is. So I'm going to sign off now, but I just want you to think about, instead of being angry at what you see on the news, stop and pray for them. And if you see somebody outside agitated, just think about what they might be going through. So thank you, and I hope you have a blessed day.